Hello, you guys, and it's me again, popping in as I normally do. I just feel at this moment, let me turn it a little bit. I had to correct the video that I'm trying to upload. It needed some correction, but I just, okay, you guys, so I just got in from work. It's 7 o'clock, 7:07 to be exact. And I just feel very compelled to have a conversation with y'all. So my drive home was interesting. Oh, girl, don't comb out my hair because it's rough. I was just really thinking about my pursuit. What's interesting is that I was at work and I had the thought, like, I'm gonna start writing letters to myself, to my future self, in regards to where I am in my life and how I'm getting to the person that I want to become. And I came across a video, one of my favorite YouTubers, Breonna Taylor, and I just realized she got a whole new channel, and she's talking about her relationship with her father and how she grew up and things like that. And the video made me so emotional because it made me think about my childhood and think about my relationships growing up, and it made me feel like I needed to talk about it, even though it's still very much hard. So when I really sit back and think about why I am the way that I am with my kids, it just really it's really because of what I felt as a kid, what I felt like in my childhood. And I don't talk about a lot of things. I did do a video on this channel about hiding to basically save other people's feelings, not wanting people to feel like you coming after them, not wanting people to feel like you trying to broadcast their business or cast them in a negative light. But, like I said then, I have to be real with myself. So I have to open up and talk about the things that I feel like has led me to where I am now today. And just thinking about why my pursuit is so important to me is because, let me start here. And y'all, please have some patience with me. But like, growing up, I did not feel worthy. I did not feel valued. I didn't feel wanted for real. I grew up with my dad and my brothers. My mom she wasn't an absent mom, but she was not in the house with us. I just feel like I missed out on so much with my mom. I feel like I missed out on a lot of emotional moments and connections that most daughters have with their moms. And it's so interesting because in a household, if it's a one-parent household, a lot of times you see moms. Like growing up, I used to be at my friend's house and it would be their moms, not their dads. And for me, I didn't have my mom like that. I would visit my mom. But I always felt some type of way, like going to my friend's house. It's almost like a jealousy or envious type feeling thinking about it now, because they had their moms and I didn't. I wanted that so bad. And that carried with me throughout my life. Like, I wish I could have had this type of relationship with my mom. I wish she would have done more to make me feel more important, more wanted as a daughter. And, I've forgiven all those things, and I said that I'm grateful. I just put it like this. I feel like God put me where he needed me to be the person he wants me to be. And I feel like those things shaped me, because had I not gone through the things that I went through as a child, I wouldn't be this person that's willing to, or I wouldn't be this person that has this story to share and connect with other people. Yes, I may have a different story, but this is where I know God is leading me to be. And it's so funny because, I always thought like, oh, when I have kids, it's going to be like this, and I'm going to be like this with my girls, and we going to do this. And I had all these plans to be this magnificent mother. And sometimes, I'm not going to lie, like the other day, I shared the video about crying in the shower. That was because I felt like I was failing as a mom. And I felt like I was failing as a mom because I'm just so scared of my girls growing up or becoming adults and having the same feelings that I had and have. feelings of resentment, feelings that, your mother is not present. And, partially, I do resent their dad a lot because I feel like, I just feel like I cannot be the mother who I feel like I want to be right now because I have to be everything else. Like, I have to get up and go to work. I have to be the disciplinarian. I have to be the warden. I have to be the one that stays on top of them with everything. And I realize, like, I'm not as nurturing as I need to be to them. I feel like I'm not as connected emotionally as I need to be to them. Yes, I know that they know mama got them because I got them. But as far as an emotional connection, it makes me feel so bad because I feel like I'm always in hustle mode. Like, I felt like I have to keep grinding because I know what type of parent I want to be. I know what type of mother I want to be. And I know what I want for my kids. And I feel like, when they dad, who's still around, took the high road, I'll put it like that. Like, I know he loved his kids, and it's not to take away anything from him or their relationship with him. But oftentimes is that people don't realize, or maybe they do, the stress and burdens that they put on other people. Like, I feel like I cannot be the type of mother I want to be to my kids. And I know that a lot of that stems from my childhood. And that's why I say, like, this pursuit for me is personal. It's not necessarily about money. And I know that money provides opportunities, and that's all I'm after for the money. It provides opportunities. I want the opportunity to love on my kids. I want the opportunity to be more present with my kids. And I feel like the way life is right now, that's not possible. Not for me, not right now. I know that this is a temporary situation because I refuse for it to be a long-term situation. But these last few years have been brutal. Like, I'm going to be honest, they have been brutal. And it's constantly like trying to keep myself in check and stay on top of me and check in with me and make sure I'm not becoming this numb person again and this closed off person and stressing myself out to the point where I'm not even physically present for my kids. But this pursuit is different. Like, it's different because, like I said, I just don't want my children growing up wishing that their mother was different, wishing that they had this type of relationship with their mom. And y'all, like I said, it's 7:00. I left my house this morning at 7:30. I left my house 7:30 to take both of my kids to school because, mind you, my oldest car needs repair. I had to take both of my kids to school, go to work. By the time I get home, it's 7:00. So now I have to cook for them, make sure they did their laundry, make sure they cleaned up, like, be on top of them instead of hey, let's play a game, or let's have a deep conversation. It's like, for me, it's always something that needs to be done because I'm the only one that do it. And I really, really, I know that things could be different, and I know that at some point this will change, and I know my children will forgive me and that they understand where I am. It just makes me feel so, so bad that because of my decisions, whether I meant this for them or not, but because of my decisions, I feel like I'm not present for my kids. And that's why now, I'm so proud of myself. I know that there is something that I can do to change my situation, to put more income into my bank account. And I'm striving after those things so hard right now because I want that connection with my kids, and me hustling and sacrificing my sleep is worth it. I don't know who this is laughing like a hyena outside, but so, I was thinking today, like, I'm going to write, just go through and write letters to my future self, and even like writing letters to my kids, because right now I can't talk about what I'm going through for real with them, not in depth, because I don't want them to harbor any type of feelings about their father. Like, their dad is who he is, and I want them to love him as their dad. I want them to have the type of relationship that they want to have with their dad. And I don't want to be the reason why any doubt or any wedge creeps up into their mind. Like, at the end of the day, I know God got me, and I know God got them. And I know that as long as I stay in this position of where I am now, of just being in this robot cycle, I know my children will probably, once they get older or once they have kids, that the cycle will probably continue. And I don't want that for them. So I'm going to start doing letters to myself, and I'm going to post it as like shorts, just as a documentation for myself and for you too, because I know I'm not the only one that experiences. I know I'm not the only one that's where your journey and your hustle it means something different than money. It's not about money. It's about opportunity. And that's why, I'm on this pursuit for my kids. I'm on this pursuit for my girls. And I just want people to know and understand, don't have to be like that. Like, what we went through as children, like, I don't fault my mom. I don't. But a lot of times our parents don't understand what they do to us. And I know that my kids will probably need therapy because I needed therapy, and I'm still healing from a lot of things that I went through, and a lot of things people have no idea of the things that I've been through in my life. And that's why I am so strong at this point. That's why I am so resilient at this point. That's why I am so independent at this point. And I just want to say, like, it's all going to work out. Like, I have faith in that. I've talked to God about it so much, and I know that before he could put me in a place or the position where I feel like I want to be or need to be, he need to make me the person he needed me to be. And unfortunately, I had to go through everything that I went through to be able to heal from some of the things I went through, because y'all, when I tell you I was cold as ice, cold as ice, and some people to this day might still tell you that, but I'm full of life because I know that God got a plan for me. I know that my girls are going to be okay, and I understand that the situation is temporary, but that's why my mission is so important. It's so important because I want to prove to myself that I can do this, and because I can be the mother that I want to be. I don't have to have this type of life. I need to do what I can because my children are worth it to me. So I guess I'll leave it there because I could talk about it all day. But, when people disappoint you, it's hard, it's tough, but you have to stay grounded in your faith. And that's what I'm going to say for a long time. Look what I just did to my hair. Just stay grounded in your faith and just stay committed and keep your reason. Like, sometimes people get it confused, like, oh, she just after money. I'm not after money. I want opportunities for me and for my kids. And then I think it's hitting me more because my daughter 18 now. I left home at 18. So yeah, so I'm like, I feel like I missed a bunch of opportunities. I feel like I missed a bunch of opportunities with my daughter, but I know it don't have to be like that. And I know that I could put in the effort to show her, like, it wasn't that I don't love y'all, or I'm sure they don't think that anyway, but I'm sure that your mama just had to hustle, and I don't want them to go down some of the paths I did. And just be careful about who they end up with. But, I just got my kids every step of the way, and I was sacrificing everything for them. And this is what this pursuit is to me. This is personal. And, I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to keep shining. I'm going to keep showing up for myself. I'm going to keep showing up for my kids, because this time is different. This time it's not just, oh, I can do this once a day. I can do that. No. It's I have to grind. I have to get it right. I have to do it this time. So just a little bit to let y'all in, just a little bit. That's what I wanted to say. So stay tuned. I'm not sure, probably starting tomorrow, maybe. My letters to my future self. I watched Dear Future Wifey podcast, and after the if he always writes a letter to his future wife, and I thought about it, like, I should write letters to my future self. And that's what I'm going to do. So that is all, you guys, for today. Just get to experience a deeper Trisha. But I hope you're having a wonderful day, and you are doing a wonderful job. So just keep it up. Even though life is very, very much tough for a lot of us right now, just keep going. Just keep doing you, and it will get better. I believe that for me, and I believe that for you. Have a good night.